Okay, previous video we started looking into cross VNet connectivity using a network virtual appliance. Actually, in there we used hub spoke topology. We use one hub with Azure firewall, and then we use two VNets with spokes, spoke one and spoke two, and we were able to communicate between two spoke VNets using NVA Azure Firewall appliance in hub network. Actually, this video not directly related to communication, but I think Azure Firewall is an important part in this connectivity. So I thought to do one or two video regarding Azure Firewall. So today what we're going to do, we're going to do some sort of exercise in Azure portal, Azure Learn, Microsoft Learn documentation. So what we're going to do, we're going to examine the Azure firewall using a single VNet, and then we're going to create this setup as shown in the diagram. So we're going to create a firewall in a one single VNet, and then we're going to create a subnet, a workload subnet in the same VNet, and we're going to test three different rules. The rules here we're going to use. The first rule is uh, application rule. So application rule is allowing one of the application running in a workload subnet to go through firewall, access internet through the firewall. That's the first application rule. And secondly, we're going to use a network rule that virtual machine to use outside two DNS custom DNS servers, allowing they can go to DNS queries, right? That's the second rule, network rule. And third rule is we can use destination NAT rule, DNAT. So under destination NAT, we're going to logging into RDP from internet from here through the firewall's public IP address destination net into this virtual machine in a workload subnet, right? So let's get it started creating resources in this uh, exercise and see how this progress through, right? All right, so let's first create this virtual network, right? So this virtual network name test firewall VNet, VN. So I'm going to go to my portal. All right, so let's go refresh this one. All right, good. We're going to create a virtual network. Okay, so we'll click on create virtual network. All right, so what is the name? Name of virtual network. Okay, so we're going to go next, and first we get to create a firewall under this one, right? Click on this one. So I don't have it standard, so I had to go to basics, create a new. So firewall policy, good. Management network, and go next. Sorry, previous. So this default subnet, I'm going to just make a little bit different as in the diagram. So we have to put these. So 20 and call workload FM, right? So go here, change the name, right? workload SN, and then we're going to change this range using 2. So 20 to 255, right? That's it. And save. So this become a workload design and show firewall subnet the management and then review and create. So create. Until that one goes creation, what the next step is, we're going to create a virtual machine, right? Virtual machine's name is server work and uh, doesn't have a public IP address. So that's going to be DNet into our firewall's public address in later, right? So I'm going to create this one in a workload subnet, right? Let's see. Yeah, subnet should be created by now. So let's go under virtual machines, create a virtual machine, right? Okay, good. So select the, so the name of the machine is, sorry, not a workload subnet. So it's called server work. All right. Server work. So no availability, no path structure redundancy. We can use one of the data center new server. So we'll go and select our P2 general purpose. It's good. So I'm going to Azure user. It's a common one. So then put password. Alright, password's good. So go to next disk. Standard. Next. Alright, under networking, you can use workload subnet, right? Public IP, none because we can map the destination NAT in a public IP address of firewall into this one. So that's how we're going to access. So go to management, right? Go to next, monitoring, disable diagnostics, advanced, nothing, prevent, create. Good. Create the machine. We did get created. Let's go and have a look what the next step is. So we creating firewall is on the way, and then next step is we just have to create a default route, right? Through go to internet through what is then inbound connectivity through the firewall that report route 0000 with virtual appliance. So what we have to do, we just have to create a route table and then like whatever we did yesterday, we just have to create a route through network virtual appliance. So this is the step. Let's go and create that, right? Okay, so also UT route tables, right? Let's looking into name of the route table. So let's go and find what route. Let's copy, create a route table. It's coming up. Select, paste. Too fast. It's coming up. Preview and create. Okay, missing no valid. What is missing? Let's go into basics. Firewall route must be. What is the problem? Let's have a look. All right. So it's become all right now. Oh, shortly, but let's have a look what VM is created. So route table is on the way. It's still route table, right? Route table is created. Go to resources. Um, uh, sorry, table. The route table. Route tables. Refresh take a little while. I wore out. Hmm. We still have to wait until this one is completed because we don't know firewall's local IP address. We they just need we can't create that route until then. Um, let's see what we can do. What else we have to do? Okay, we can't do anything until a table is created. So I'm just going to pause that video and we'll be with you in a minute. I think about another 4 minutes. We should be ready. All right, I'm back. So we got that deployment succeeded firewall. Let's go to resource. Right, this is the firewall. I just need the firewall's LAN IP address. So this is it to create the route. Okay, I'm going to close this section so we can see it properly. Resources are ready. Just take a while to refresh. Oh, in 0.1.4. All right, so this is the IP address, right? Okay, let's go into route table. Route. I will routes. We're going to add a new route. I'm going to put the IP address first. So what we'll call FWDG, the name, doesn't matter. I'm just going to put the name for whatever. So destination prefix, IP addresses, right? So this one going to be internet. Everything go through firewall. Okay, so next of type virtual appliance. This is firewall's local private IP address. Okay, adding the root. Okay, normally the next step, you know that you have to associate this one with the subnet. Workload subnet, that's good. That's the only subnet have come up with automatically. That's good. All right, let's go to firewall and we're going to create these rules. All right, so go to firewall policy. And this is where we can do rules. So we can create three rules: application rule, network rule, and DNet rules. Let's have a look what rules are here. Okay, first rule is application rule. So that rule allows to access to that machine in that subnet to internet google.com, HTTP and HTTPS through source IP range, this one. All right. So let's go and add this rule, right? Rule collection called application collection 01, right? Okay, so go to here under firewall policy application rules. We're going to add application rule collection. So name, application collection one application. So 200, right? Allow. default application group collection group, right? All right, let's go on what is the name? Allow Google, right? So we get allow Google, right? Okay, Google, we go here. So put the details, allow Google, IP address. We just have to put the range, local IP range. So that is the source, workload subnet. Okay, so through workload subnet, machines in the workload subnet can go to HTTPS. FQDN is, what is FQDN? Is it google.com? So fully qualified domain name, right? What is the fully qualified domain name? So it allow google.com to go through this range, all right, at the rule. Okay, so we're going to start the next rule, but we'll wait until this one finish. Otherwise, it come up with the error. So second rule is network rule. So we're going to get the rule collection, network rule. Let's go what we're going to do. Okay, network rule. So we're going to allow two custom DNS servers from here, right? So go back here, this network. So default network rule collection. This one same 200, right? Okay, so what we're going to do, allow DNS this time. Two addresses are here public. Source is the same. Okay, so allow DNS. IP address range is source is our workload subnet. Copy. Right. So paste. DNS UDP destination port 53 DNS. Destination type IP addresses, two IPs. It's 209.222.224.403 and 04. That's two DNS servers. All right. Okay, so it's not allowing. Oh, okay. This is still going through. This one is selected. Protocol, UDP, selected. IP address, UDP. Failed to add root correction. Wow. Why is that? Add. I think you just have to wait until the other one goes through. Let's go back. Application rules. All right. That one is done. That means it's gone through. That's good. Let's go back. Network rules. So this one say failed, but does seems this default application rule collection. Why? It's been at, I believe. Yeah, it's all there. I don't know why it's coming up. All right, let's go back. Next one. Sometimes this happen. All right, so we're going to add the network rule back again. All right, I have to go back and copy network collection 01. Okay, 200. Allow network rule collection group. Let's go back. Allow DNS. Copy. Paste. So just go to IP address range. This one. That is workload subnet. Okay, so that's correct. Protocol UDP port 53 IP address range 03 copy. All right, so that one is ready. See that? It come up. So I'm going to add. I'm just going to wait until updating states previous rule. Ah, my God. That's what's happening because it's still adding application. This one is still updating. That's why it doesn't allow. Give me a minute. We'll wait until this one finish. Then I'm going to do this one is updating. So just going to pause this one until this one goes through. Otherwise, the time goes without anything. All right, you can see this one is updated. Now let's go and create that network rule again. All right. We get create network rule again. So network rule collection, copy. Okay, 200. Allow default network role collection group. Okay, let's go DNS, allow DNS. Range is workload the same. All right. UDP 53 IP addresses. Two IP addresses, DNS server in the internet. So, all right. So that one is ready now. We go. Now it's adding to role collection. Might take about a minute or two. Just going to pause that video. Okay, the other role completed as well, but before going into next role, so I'll show you this one, DNet role, that is mapping firewall's public IP address into server, work server's local IP address, right? So we have to find out these two addresses. Let's go and find out. All right. So let's go back. All right. Go home. Like one. So I'm going to find out this is firewall's public IP address. We need that. It's going to open this one. It's going to copy this one. See that? That's firewall's public IP address. Copy, paste. Right. And we need hmm, virtual machines local IP address as well for the mapping. All right, this one. Windows 0.2.4. Kind of paste. All right, so with these two, let's go back to this one deploy. So DNet rule, source IP is a translated port. Okay, let's go back into firewall policy, and I'm going to close this one this time. DNet rule, right? Okay, DNet rule collection. What is the name we're going to put? Call RTP. Copy. Right. So name is RTP and 200. DNAT and group going to be DNAT rule collection. All right, let's have a look. What is the name of RTP NAT? Source type, anything, any IP address. That means my personal PC can go protocol TCP destination port 3389 and firewall's public IP need to come in here. That's that. Copy. Right. And then go tab. Translated IP address. Just need to go to another tab. Translated IP address going to be this one. Will translate it to this one. Right. 3389. That's it. So going to add that one. So that is our DNet rule. That means you go from internet to firewall's public IP. That public IP is destination NATing into the workload server. So we should be able to log in into workload server through internet once this is finished. Right, let's see what okay, what we can see. Still adding the rule. All right, so what we can check, right? So the other thing, because we changed the DNS server, we just need to go to change the primary and secondary DNS address for server work interface. So we need to change this uh, DNS servers. Let's go back into that server work. All right. And I think should be under networking. Network settings, primary network address. Here it goes. DNS servers. Right. To go custom. Just going to add two DNS servers. Copy. Is one more DNS. That server is going to use this DNS through firewall. Okay, save. Updating. Updating DNS servers for this network interface may restart the virtual machine too, which is attached. So all rules being updated now, right? Let's go to firewall policy, right? So go to rule collection, right? So three rules are here: default application rule, network rule, and RDP. It should be able to work, right? That's good. All right, let's test now. Okay, test the firewall remote desktop public pub IP. All right, so let's go RTP. Okay, what is the public IP? All right, okay. Let me go and have a look. What is the public IP of firewall? All right, we got firewall public IP in here. Copy, Control V, right? Okay, so this is the public IP, and I'm just click on the connect and connect. Yeah, we are coming in. what we can do, we can try to work on Google, or we can try Microsoft. That should fail. Uh, so we are able to connect to this machine, right? See that? We connected through this machine, through the firewall's public IP, right? I don't know what's this message. No idea. Microsoft page. All right, so let's go start without your data. Confirm and continue. Confirm and start browsing, right? Okay, let's go and go to Microsoft. Microsoft is failing because it doesn't allow through the firewall. Let's try Google. Yeah, Google is working. That means the firewall is going through firewall. That's working. See that? All right. I think this is what we tested in here. You can connect to the virtual machine using RDP. You can browse to the one allowed FQDN, but not to the others. You can resolve DNS names using configured DNS server. So this video basically I brought because of do you guys get to an idea of uh, Azure firewall, how the rules are working. But this is not the recommended way. Recommended way is like using in a production environment with the hub bespoke network. I'll see whether I can go one more video with the Azure firewall with the hub network, hub bespoke network, maybe in the next video. Until then, uh, thank you very much.